If you have been using Google Whisk to create AI images, things are about to change. Now, personally, I have been using Google Whisk to generate all my AI images completely for free. Even there were days I generated over 100 images in a single day without paying anything. It has been one of the easiest tools for creating consistent characters and scenes for me and many other creators. But according to their platform, Google Whisk will only be available until 30th of April. That means the way we've been creating images is about to shift. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to move from Google Whisk to Flow and still create your images the same way you've been doing it before. I will show you how to generate your scenes, keep your characters consistent, and get results that look just as good even with Google Flow. So if you have been relying on Google Whisk for your AI image workflow, then this is something you definitely want to learn before the transition happens. My name is Elapo. Like and share this video with other creators, and let's dive in. When you open Google Whisk, you'll see this notification. Thank you for being a Whisk user. Image generation and animation is moving to Flow, our new home for both image and video creation. You can create in Whisk until April 30, 2026, and all of this. So you can see try Flow. Okay, so you're going to click on this try Flow and it will open Google Flow, right? You can as well go straight to Google Flow from your browser, right? So you're going to click on new projects. Now, when you come to this part, you will see video as the default option here. So since we are doing images, we are going to change it to image. Just tap on it and change it to image. Then we have landscape and portrait. If you want your video to be in form of landscape or portrait, you choose landscape. And if you want it to be portrait, you choose portrait. Then you can choose the options to generate one image, to give you one result per image generation. You can increase it to 2, so you can choose from the best. You can increase it to 3 or 4. Then the model here, we have Nano Banana Pro, we have Nano Banana 2, we have Imagen 4, right? These ones are not totally free. These two, they're not totally free, but I'm going to use Imagen 4 for the purpose of this tutorial. You can try other models as well, and it's going to be taking 0 credit. That is not going to charge us. So the next thing we're doing is to come to this side and paste the prompt. So first of all, it's for a storytelling channel and I'm generating images for. So it means that I will need to generate my characters first, because it's good to have character consistency when you're creating stories or AI stories. So I'm going to generate my characters first, and I have these documents that I've prepared that have the details of the characters and also the prompts to generate the scenes. These are the prompts to generate for each scene, scene 1, scene 2, like that till the end. So I'm going to start by copying the first character. The first character is this, and I'll come to this part. I'll come to Flow and paste it like this, and then hit generate. All right, so you can see it has generated the first character for me, and the second result didn't come out well. It's saying it failed. It violates their policy anyway. So let's say you got this on the 2 results. You got this on the 2 results. Please regenerate or you modify your prompts accordingly. So I'm going to go with this now, and I'll save this. This is my first character. You just click on these 3 dots and then download. So I'm saving this as my first character. I'll continue to do that to generate my other characters. So you do the same as well. So once your characters are ready, the next thing now is to generate the scenes. I have the prompt for the first scene. So I'm going to copy that. We're going to be pasting the prompt for each scene, right? So this is the prompt for scene 1. And who are those people in the scene 1? We have Alex, in this with this description in scene 1, and the scene is a modern Nigerian street at night with all of this description. So we need to refer to Alex. Who is Alex? I'll just click on this plus sign and list, select Alex. Already it has generated the images for us. That's why we have them under assets. So I'm going to pick it right now. I'll pick Alex, and you can see, yeah, it has added Alex right here. So let's say you already have your images on your device. You want to upload them directly to Flow. maybe to continue a project, or you have a character you want to use as your reference. You can even use your own face as reference. So all you just need to do is to click on the plus sign and click on upload image. So it will direct you to upload your image from your device, right? And once you pick the image, it will load it right here. So I'm going to hit generate now to generate the scene, to place Alex in this scene with all this description as stated in the prompt. Okay, so look at Alex now in the tattered clothes, disguising as a beggar on the streets of Lagos. This is very, very good. Okay, so we have this particular prompt where the guy is approaching, it's going to be appearing somewhere else, another scene, same guy, and the same tattered clothes. So what we'll just do is, I'll come here, paste the prompt, then plus, I'm going to take this one. I will upload this particular picture because I want him to still appear this way, right? But on a different scene, on a different background, or in a different scene. So I'm going to generate and let's see what it's going to give us. All right, you can see the guy in another scene, right? Approaching the restaurant according to what it is in the prompt. So this platform is so good. It's so good to the extent that you can place your characters anywhere you want them to be. All you just need to is to refer to them, click on the plus sign and pick the character, pick maybe pick the exact image, this exact photo, or how they look and everything, how you want the character to look like, right? Then your prompt will now state where you want to place the character. I hope you're getting me. All right, so I want to use this particular prompt to show you how to add more characters. Let's say we want another character to appear with the same guy in a different scene. So what we'll do is we copy the prompt. So I'm adding the guy, I'm also adding Clara. And I'm going to paste the prompts to generate the scene. And then we generate. Okay, so you can see Clara and the guy inside the restaurant. The same lady and the guy with an apron and all of that. So, but with the same face, right? The same guy's face as well. So it's a very good platform for you to be able to create your characters and create your scenes easily, just like we have on Google Whisk. Though I'm going to miss Google Whisk because Google Whisk, as I've been using Google Whisk for the past few months, and it's been so amazing. You can apply that same knowledge or the same way you've been using Google Whisk, tweak it to use your Google Flow properly. So on this platform, you can go ahead and animate directly. It gives you 50 credits, 50 AI credits to animate. You just tap on these three dots, click on animate. If you want it to transition into another scene or another image, then you can add it as the end clip, right? So I will leave it as this, and we're going to state what they're going to be doing or what we want them to do. Okay, so I have the prompts that I want to use to animate this particular scene. I want it to be a dialogue scene, right? I want them to talk. So either you want to create the narration type of videos or you want to create the dialogue type of videos. If it's the narration type of videos, just paste the prompt to animate that particular scene. You tell ChatGPT to give a prompt to animate, then you paste the prompt right there. So this one now is the prompt I want to use, which I've pasted there, and I'm going to hit generate. So remember to change your settings, right? Come here and change it to 1 so it doesn't burn your credit. If you put it on 2, it's going to cost you 40 credits. But if you put it on 1, it's going to cost you just 20. And you leave it at VO 3.1 fast and then you generate. So actually the idea is to be able to create all your stores from text to image, then image to video, all in one platform. That's the idea, to be able to create all of them in one place, right? But the limitation is not totally free. You get 50 credits. You get 50 credits per day. And the alternative to this is after you generate all your images right here, you can take them to Grok to animate them, right? I always advise as a beginner, or if you're just starting out in this content creation, AI content creation, leverage on free tools so you don't feel tired when it comes to the monetary aspect. So when you grow, when you are monetized, you can now start paying for tools. So we have this ready, and let's.
Sir, are you all right? You look good.
Just hungry.
Come to the right place. Sit down, I'll bring you something hot. Good evening, sir. Are you all right? You don't look good.
And this is so clean, and you can extend. They have the option to extend as well. You can extend your video, it gives only 8 seconds. So you can extend. What happens next? Just paste your prompt and then you hit generate, right? So let's say this is my prompt. Okay, so I've pasted my prompts right here. I've pasted the prompts or what they're going to be saying, and then I'll generate just for it to extend the scene. It's going to extend it from 8 seconds. You should be able to have 16 seconds when it is done. Okay, so we have extended that and it goes 14 seconds. So that means the first one was 7 seconds instead of 8. You used to do 8 for me. Well, so this is 7 and this is another 7. Makes it 14 seconds. So you can go ahead and download your full video. You can download clip 1. You can see it has split it into 2 clips. We have clip 1 and clip 2. So if you want the full video, you can go ahead and download the full video as one, or you have it in clips. So I'm just going to download this one as one and then save it. At least you have access to create your images for free on this platform using the Imaging 4 model. One thing I also like about this platform is you can edit your images directly from here. You can take off objects you don't want or you don't like. So for example, let's say I want to take off this car from this particular thing. I'm going to tap on it like this. You can see from here, it's on Nano Banana Pro. You can only use Nano Banana Pro or Nano Banana 2 to carry out this action. On this platform, you can't use the Imagine 4 to remove or add objects, right? So what we just do is automatically it gives you this particular icon, which you can use to highlight. Just highlight what you want to take off. Let's say I want to take off this car. I'll just put in the prompts and say remove the yellow car. And then we'll generate. Okay, as you can see, it has taken off the yellow car from the scene. So you can add, you can remove, right? If you want to place anything here right now, you can place it. You can just maybe a bike, a power bike, place a power bike, place a power bike with the rider on top of it, with the rider on top, or with the rider on it, and then we'll generate. All right, you can see that. So you can see how good this platform is. They are really, really doing a good job. And I think they just want to move everything in one place to make it easier for creators. If you have any video requests, please let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them. If you are new to this channel, kindly hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my tutorials. We have a lot to learn right here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.